Chris Sorrentino.
I am John Saluga, hanging out at my wing.
Yeah, the balcony of Slap Studios, New Jersey.
Yeah, how do you like the view?
I see, oh man, it's huge. I can see the whole valley, everybody in Slapville.
Everybody.
I've been hawking loogies off the side of this thing.
Well, don't do that,
Spitting
man.
at all the slappies.
I throw candy out there every night.
That explains why they start gathering at night, but then they disperse.
Don't spit.
Yeah, I see them. They're gathering with their hands out. I just thought they were really into my
Hands
spit.
out, some of them just mouths agape.
Trying to catch a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah.
You know what they get instead? A Chris clam.
Oh, no.
Yeah, like one of them White Castle fried clam strips.
An big old loogie.
Ew.
Still the worst nickname I was ever given, and it's stuck.
Loogie.
I still get called Loogie on a pretty regular basis.
Ew.
Thanks, Mike Fedoya.
Past guest, friend of the show.
Good friend of mine. I love
Mike
that man.
Fenoya. Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Here's to you, Mike. This is I miss you.
I miss you too.
It was we are late on this one. Because of a tropical storm.
Tropical storm is Aziz Ansari. I think that's how you say it.
Yes, I think so.
I don't know.
I didn't bother. I wasn't affected that much. My neighbor lost internet there. I had a mess of branches and twigs and stuff I had to pick up, but I was thankfully I was okay. You were not so lucky.
Oh man, we lost power for 98 hours.
Yeah.
In the heat, in the everything, it was pretty funky.
Yeah, dude. I felt real bad for you, and it was Chris. For listeners, Chris and I talk all the time, and like it was a week of like hardly talking to you, getting like little bits and pieces, and then when your power finally came on, we tried to pull an episode together. I went for a walk with my kids and forgot my phone, and a rare like disagreement between you and me, which doesn't happen a lot, and it was just the end of a shit week.
And we wanted to record last night. It was the hottest night in the world.
I can't complain about tonight. It's okay.
No, tonight's not so bad.
Yeah.
My tits are a little sweaty, but my tits are apt to sweat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And where?
Under.
Under? Okay.
Underhill.
I get the sweat mustache real bad.
Oh, see, I got a full on. My beard and hair right now is my boss at my day job told me I look like Happy Gilmore's caddy. You know, the homeless guy that washes his beard in the
It's
swamp.
a good beard, but it's absorbent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's sweating. I can't tell.
It's a real sham wow of a beard on your face.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, you spilled grape juice on that table. I'm dragging my face right across.
That's
picking
what it was.
all up.
That's what it was called, right? Sham.
That was the sham wow.
Weird to put out a product that has literally like the word sham is in it.
Well, because it's a chamois.
It's a sham.
Well, yeah, but a chamois like a thing that cleans.
Okay.
That's what they call like a cleaning rag. Like
all right.
Like you use to like turtle wax your car with a chamois.
Well, they didn't call it a chamois wow.
No, it was
that doesn't sound good.
It was a real sham.
Well,
sham of a wow.
You know, I made fun of it at the time, but it changed the world.
What, sham wow?
Oh, yeah.
How?
Everyone has one. Makes all of our lives easier every day.
It's true.
They make everything out of it.
Yeah.
I have a ShamWow umbrella. It's great.
Really?
Yeah.
It just soaks up all the rain as it comes down?
It's heavy as fuck.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you need 8 penguins to carry that umbrella. You need the whole Umbrella Academy to carry that umbrella.
Was that back then? Is that out yet?
Yeah, season 2. Yeah, where like I think we watched the first 3 episodes.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't like the first season. You know that.
Yeah. They changed a lot from the books.
Pacing was a little weird for me.
Yeah? I want to go back and rewatch that first season. The second season's pretty cool.
Okay. I'm curious.
That's most shows anyway, though. It doesn't really like breathe until that second season.
That first season didn't need to be as long as it was for the way they shot it. There'd be somebody sitting in a room for like a minute before somebody else came in. Like it was just pacing was odd.
Yeah.
And a lot of like it had like a decent soundtrack. There'd be like a real like high energy song would come on, but like mute your TV and watch the choreography, watch the cinematography. There's nothing happening. The music is trying to carry the whole fucking thing. Wow. I did not love the action sequences in that show.
The action sequences, I think, are better in the second.
I would hope.
From what I've seen so far,
I think they would be. I'm gonna check it out.
All right, cool.
Because love those books.
Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella.
I still have to read the third.
Me too. I don't have it. I only have the first two.
I think some of this season carries some of that stuff.
Okay.
Because this is, I mean, like the first season was an adaptation of, what was it called? The Apocalypse Suite.
Mm-hmm.
But it did add in some of the stuff from the second series, which is called Dallas. That's what's going on right now in the book. I mean, I'm sorry, in the show. But then there's some other shit happening, which I think involves the Hotel Oblivion that we didn't read.
Okay.
So I might be spoiling that third book.
I don't know.
Well, two of my favorite possessions I have the first two graphic novels signed with little sketches in it by Gabrielle Ba, the artist.
Very
I hope
nice.
I'm saying that gentleman's name right.
I think it's Ba.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Is that how we say it on the farm?
I mean, I learned that one young, dude. I'm surprised you don't know it. You don't know how to pronounce that. It's like one of the first things.
I got stuck on Oink. I couldn't move past it.
My kids, they were doing like sidewalk chalk like art in the driveway, and like I guess it's like there's like a drawing of like a pig, and then they wrote like oink oink, and it's just like I gotta remind my wife that like she also did sidewalk chalk to write like Black Lives Matter, which is cool, but then you can't in the same driveway write. You can't draw a pig and write oink oink on the same driveway.
Yeah, you kind of can. Yeah.
I'm just like, it's just kind of like, you know, but it's toward the back. It's not up near the front.
Defund the farm.
I'm all for defunding the farm.
The farm's out of control, man.
It's ridiculous.
There's shit going on.
Do you see the farm equipment? It's like tractors driving themselves now.
Exactly.
No.
Who needs so many pitchforks?
No.
Come on, what do we got? A Frankenstein in our midst?
They are. That's the thing, man. They were clearly like preparing for
a Frankenstein.
For a Frankenstein
they
situation.
Had like torches and pitchforks loaded up.
Unbelievable.
In the stable.
Defund the farms, everybody. Hey, we're drinking. I've been drinking a Dark and Stormy. Regular drink for me this summer.
That's right.
This pandemic summer. Yeah. But also we have beer here.
Beer here. At the stadium.
The Recidivist, who was longtime listeners would know he was a regular caller of the show. I miss his calls.
He
basically would call to like school us and correct us.
Yeah, we'd say something like stupidly wrong. Like Megatron was always the leader of the Decepticons. He'd call and be like, for a while it was Galvatron because Megatron was transformed into Galvatron. Like something stupid like that.
I'd say like Elmo didn't exist when I was a kid, and he'd be like, actually Elmo was around in the 70s, but he only became like, we'd get those. Yeah. That was he was a big part of the show. Dude, if you want to start calling again, we miss you. But he sent us 4 beers, actually through my brother-in-law, because they're friends. That's how we found the show. And these beers have been sitting around for a long time because of what's going on. Yeah. But here's a letter from him. To my friends at Slap. Been meaning to get you these since you tried and didn't like the IPAs you let spoil. Now, all right. Now listen, dude. But we hate IPAs.
They spoiled in my mouth. Like the IPAs are terrible.
And we did drink like the first 1 or 2 right away, and then we were like, we can't drink. I don't want to drink these all night. So we spread them out.
We're here to have fun.
I thank you for Thank you for sending us free beer, but by the end of that, we felt that we gave IPAs a fair shot. We tried a variety of hand-selected IPAs
Yep.
from a guy who knew we didn't like IPAs, and he was trying to change our minds. And by the end of it, we were like, absolutely not.
No
and
thanks.
we, for us personally, we banned IPAs from the show. We will never drink another IPA.
A guest may have one. You come to a live show, you're in the audience, you want to drink your IPA. You know
pick
what?
your poison, man.
Have a
Like
good
whatever.
time.
Yeah, you do what you want to do, but I can't. So anyway, we didn't have a mission to Germany until mid-December.
Mm-hmm.
So I got these then, and I hope they're still good. Enjoy, Recidivist.
Oh,
So thanks, man. So this is he gave us these 4 bottles of German beer.
Yeah, we are drinking Kieler Weaves beer.
I gave you the bottle so because you're better with German than I am.
Yeah, that's my second language. There's a speaking of pigs, there's a big old pig there's a boar drinking a beer. He's holding it in his little boar hand.
It's a great label.
I don't know how that's possible. A pig can't hold a thing?
Sure.
They have a little hoof. You can't hold a beer and be a pig.
Come on, man. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries for the rest of your days.
I think that beer is Hakuna Matata in German.
In
It's
German?
been translated, yeah.
I'm trying to read.
How do you say it again? Yeah, what do we got? What's it say?
Kilo Weissbier. I don't know. There's a German letter. I don't know. It looks like an F with a 3 after it.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's
F to the third.
F to the third.
That's intense. It's an intense language. That's like...
Kila F to the third. I'm trying to read. I can't even read the ingredients. Gebrot für die Kila Biergumb. Hirschberger Straff. Weisberg. All right, man. I think I just...
With hints of walnut and
Resurrected.
cherry.
Yeah.
If somebody translate it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Ingredients. There is English. Water, wheat. Nah, it's just bullshitting. It's not giving me a description.
Hey, I love other countries. That I wish we'd do that in the States. It'd be nice to see ingredients on a beer.
Yeah, I know.
Really. I don't want anything with corn syrup in it. Here we go. What do you think?
It's a good beer.
It's a good beer.
Very German.
Recidivist.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the apology.
Oh, I got the
Apology
pig
accepted.
bell. Apology accepted. Thank you,
Yeah,
buddy.
you do have the pig bell.
I got the pig bell given
The
us
cast-
by Matt Wilson.
cast iron.
This is a real pig of a night, huh?
Yeah.
Piggy
Ooh,
pig.
you ain't seen nothing yet.
Ziggy piggy, ziggy piggy. We're gonna have to finish all those beers in a bowl together with Napoleon Bonaparte.
Let's do it.
Ziggy piggy. Go to a water park. Go to Waterloo. Yeah, that's where Napoleon would go. It all makes
course.
sense.
Yeah.
Waterloo, of course.
It's the best.
One of my favorite scenes in that Bill and Ted movie is when he gets thrown out of the water. Is it the water park he gets thrown out of? I think it is. And they like, or is it the bowling alley? I think it's the bowling alley. And like they physically pick him up and they throw him into the street
Mhm.
and they throw his hat and he just like dusts himself off and he puts his hat on and it's just like this like very like regal music plays and like he walks away like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Great.
like he won this battle. It's very strange.
I can't wait for I'm very excited for the new one.
You know what? I saw the first trailer. I liked it. I saw the second trailer.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
I'm hoping it's okay.
I'm worried about Keanu Reeves' performance in it.
You think he's gone above just playing
I don't
Ted?
know. I don't know how he's gonna play it. Like he almost looks like maybe he like matured and straightened up a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's part of it.
You know what, man? And this isn't like a dig to passing the torch or people of different genders taking on these roles and stuff, but it looks like it's more about the daughters than them from the trailer I saw, and I was like, I came to see Bill and Ted.
Hey, we'll see. I'm hopeful. It's the same guys that wrote the first two.
That's true.
seem to take their time with it.
And that second one's amazing.
Yeah. I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful.
The William Sadler's back as the Grim Reaper. I love a good William Sadler.
I like a Grim Reaper who ages.
I know, right?
It's funny to me.
Well, nothing's more grim than a Grim Reaper that ages.
Yeah, and it's either he wasn't always the guy, or like in the beginning it was a baby.
Oh, he's a baby Reaper.
Yeah, that crawled into your room with a hood over it.
Grim baby. Oh, that's nothing's more terrifying than a fucking
Grim
baby with a hood crawling in. Little skeleton baby.
Baby Grim Reaper.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, is there like an origin story for the Grim Reaper? Like, I mean, I know like we talk about death and everything, but like, are there people who believe in that as like a being, like a supernatural being?
I'm sure there's people who believe in anything.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Especially after Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
It's just
some people saw that and they just started like really brushing up on their Twister. I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. I really got a master battleship before I die. Because I need another shot at life.
That's it.
What else is there?
I mean, there were fewer deaths after that second one. For a long time.
While? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like everyone was mastering Connect 4. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't walk into a Toys R Us and get a Connect 4.
Mastering Connect 4.
They were gone. Yeah, everyone lower death rate, but everyone was a gamer.
I would not put I wouldn't pick a game like that at all.
No?
No.
What would you pick? What would you fight for your life at?
That's like rolling dice or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would do Super Nintendo Mario Kart Battle Mode.
Oh.
I would do that. I'm really good at that.
All right.
I'm not fun to play against with that. I'm
That's
like
not bad.
very good at that game.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at now. It fucks your eyes up.
It
felt amazing at the time, and it is. Oh
Yeah.
my god! It's just 3-dimensional like pixels.
Yeah.
But I'm really good at that. I would maybe take that on. What would you do?
Turtle.
Turtle.
Okay, because anyone needs a refresher, I probably haven't talked about it in a long time. Turtle's a game where you and your buddies are sitting at a table, and a girl's under the table, and she's blowing somebody, and you got to figure out who.
Yeah.
And every guy keeps a straight face.
And I'll tell you something. The Grim Reaper does not get blowjobs ever.
The Grim Reaper might get a blowjob during Turtle. If there's any time the Grim Reaper's getting a blowjob.
Oh, during Turtle, but I'm saying like I don't think he'd be able to hide it. Who gives pleasure to the Grim Reaper ever?
Well, I'm sure Grim Reaper walks in some nursing homes and some old lady's like, "Oh, I'll suck your dick. Don't take me. Don't take me. I'll take my teeth out. I'll suck it." It's got a big old Grim Reaper dick.
Oh,
It's got a big old scythe on it at the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. It's going to tear your mouth up. He's into that. He's like a real Hellraiser guy.
Oh,
like a
I'm
real
just thinking
pinhead.
of that. I don't
Yeah.
want to think about that.
That's what you're into.
Ugh.
It's like you ever hear a story in the 80s, like girls would have like carry like razor blades in their mouths. You ever hear
No.
that? Yeah, pull them out in fights. Yeah, it was like a thing. These girl gangs. The Lizzies, man. No, the girls would have like razor blades in their mouths. It was like a thing, like.
Oh, just to pull out and fight.
Yeah, you pull them out in a fight.
Oh, but you're talking about blowjobs and girls with razor blades in their mouths. I'm like, where are we going with this?
It could have been.
Mm.
Could have been. I don't know.
So if you're the
I
Grim
don't
Reaper
know.
in the 80s,
The
and you
Grim
come
Reaper in
for
the
some female gang member and she offers to blow you, you're like, no, I'm not falling for that again.
Yeah. Well, no, you have a scythe penis, and she's got razor blades in her mouth, and it just sounds like metal scraping in there.
Ew. That's what you picture. I pictured like a pale white, just matches his head.
Like a bony dick.
I don't. Yeah, maybe. Maybe bony.
Like a real Halloween decoration arm.
Once
like
you
a
pull the
skeleton arm.
hood back, which is the bone.
Well, he's uncircumcised.
Yeah. Yeah, of course he is.
He's got like a black hood over his dick.
got a black hood, but when it's like an uncircumcised penis, and when you pull it back, there's just a bone.
Oh, like a skeleton's finger, like a bone.
Well, yeah. I think that's like Skeletor's cock, but Skeletor's cock is a yellow bone.
Yeah. He's got a yellow bone face. Well, no, but would Skeletor have a bone cock? Because the rest of his body's flesh. Would he have a purple cock? I think he'd have a purple. I think he'd have like a manly cock.
He'd have a blue cock.
Yeah, blue. That's what I mean. Yeah. I think he'd be
purple. He had purple underwear.
Yeah.
Purple leather underwear.
But blue skin.
Yes. And fur shorts.
And boots.
As you do.
Yeah. In Eternia. Is it cold in Eternia? Only around your crotch. Make sure you really dress warm in your nether regions. What about the rest? No, you don't even need a shirt. You just have some straps. I can see your nipples and everything, bare arm. It's fine. But that crotch area, you better cover real well.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what the weather's like on Snake Mountain. Maybe that's.
I bet it rains snakes. Who the hell knows? That's creepy.
It is creepy.
Oh my god. It's raining snakes again.
But if you look at how like Skeletor and Evil, you look how they're dressed, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know how Skeletor looks uncomfortable.
Skeletor looks uncomfortable. Evelyn looks like she just wants to fuck. Oh, it would stomp on your nuts like one of them dominatrix weirdos.
Yeah, she's hot but scary.
Yeah, she's like gonna stick her heel up your ass.
Tila, all right, if you had the option.
Evelyn or Tila?
Evelyn or Tila?
Evelyn, because I don't want Man at Arms to beat me up.
Okay. What about the sorceress?
I don't want to get caught banging his... Oh, only if she becomes a bird.
Well, if somebody walks in...
Yeah, she becomes a bird.
You're going to get caught fucking a bird.
She does it just to fuck with you, too. Like, somebody walks in, she changes into the bird.
Yeah.
No, it was a woman. They're like, okay, weirdo. Okay, Prince Adam. Take your green tiger and get the fuck out of my face.
I love it. Ben, my son has so many questions about He-Man because I have like a couple.
We all do.
He's never watched any of it.
Yeah.
So whenever he asks me, it's like it's all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's also trying to talk to a 3-year-old, so he'll point to Skeletor and be like, he's not nice. I'm like, nah, he's not nice. We're like, why? And I'm just like,
skeleton face.
But I'll just be like, he doesn't like to share. And then as I'm explaining it to him, I'm like, oh, that's like literally like the villains in the real world. It really comes down to like, there's people who share.
Yeah.
And there's people who don't want to share. That's at the end of the day, that is what it comes down to. And I'm like, he doesn't want to share. And Ben like, what does he want to share? And I'm like, Eternia.
Yeah, it's the power of Grayskull, everything. And you're not wrong. He wants all that shit for himself.
He wants it for himself. He doesn't want to share it with anybody else.
Thing.
And that is the heart of it. And it's this thing we teach kids. But I know plenty of people who teach their kids that they should share, who also, when it comes to like political beliefs, it's like every man for himself. I'm not. Why should I pay for your unemployment? Well, you know, that kind of stuff. Which, by the way, I was just on unemployment. Thankfully, I'm off it again. But I've been working on the books since I was 17. I've been working longer than that. But, like, I've been working on the books for 23 years. You didn't pay for my unemployment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I paid into that system, and I didn't get all my money back.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck you for thinking that way. That's not how it works.
Keep on tying.
It's like, liberals, they just want to sit at home and collect a check. And it's like, no, I don't. I was losing my mind without something to do.
I hear you, man. I would too.
But I'm back on Jokers, and I gotta say, man, the thing I'm most excited about was in the middle of a Zoom meeting, Sal just went, guys, can I just say, we should, even when things go back to normal, we should still, why don't we just always work like this? And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, as a writer on a show that packs up my laptop and brings it there and opens it up on a desk with people, like I have to commute to do what we're doing right now in my own house. Absolutely. Yeah. And way more productive. Everybody's focused. Do you know what I mean? Like when it's like totally different. I miss BSing with coworkers just about like, hey, how's your weekend and all that, but also like not so much that I want to commute again to go do that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Dude, I work and then I take like a lunch break. I come upstairs, I eat, and I'll like build a Lego tower with my kid and then go back to it. It's the best thing in the world.
That's pretty cool. That is
Or
pretty cool.
Finish, like, I could wake up, shower, and be at work in like within like 15 minutes.
It's amazing.
You know? And it's just, I hope for the people who are working from home and it's not impacting the job at all, don't let that go. Hang on to that. It's good for you. It's good for the environment. It's
good for your pocket, man.
If anybody's worried that enough people aren't taking public transit, it's like public transit also needs a lot of work. Maybe you should be fixing some shit while like.
You think they are? Probably not.
No, because it's also the workers are probably staying home too. Everybody's worried about money and stuff, but.
Nah, I think city workers are out there, man.
This would be the time to just do some like major work.
You would think.
Yeah. Well,
hope every pothole gets filled and every fucking train track gets laid down, and
I don't think so.
Every car scrubbed. Filthy cars.
It's going to be rough. And if Trump isn't president in 2021, whoever that is, everybody on the other side, everybody against that guy is going to blame that guy for the economy being shit next year.
That's how it always goes.
Yeah.
Could I tell you a quick Trump thing? Could you give me like a minute on the clock?
You want a minute on the clock?
Yeah. This is something you had not heard.
Yeah, and for listeners who might not know, we don't want to be, I always said like fucking one of the things I hate about Trump is that like every comedian became like a political comedian.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, man.
But
I'm
not. You're not. That's the climate.
But you and I don't want to talk politics, but we can't ignore stupidity, and we always talk about assholes.
Yeah.
And right now, that's the political situation.
The biggest asshole.
So it's like there's this overlap. But trust me, man, if it was just a non-crazy person who knew his shit, just passing policy, whether we were for it or against it, it would probably never come up on this show.
Ever. Absolutely ever.
All right. Minute on the clock. You ready?
Clock. Yeah. Okay, so like.
Okay, we're going.
All right, like you said, you kind of you've been busy. You kind of been staying out of things. This is something our president said yesterday at a conference talking about COVID-19.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna read a transcript. I'm gonna try to do my best Trump.
Yeah, I've checked out the last like 48 hours.
Yeah.
I take breaks sometimes.
I just gotta start with he does that sniff.
Uh-huh.
The closest thing is in 1917. They say, right? The great pandemic. It certainly was a terrible thing where they lost anywhere from 50 to 100 million people. Probably ended the Second World War. All the soldiers were sick. It was that was a terrible situation. This is highly contagious. This one is highly, highly contagious.
All right,
There you go.
you put a minute on the clock, but I have to I want to react. Yeah. There's that when it comes to history. My wife is passionate about history. There's that whole thing like if you don't know your history, you're just doomed to repeat it, and like he. By the way. You posted something about this, but like anybody else, it would you talked about Dan Quayle on Facebook.
Yeah, I probably remember remember when remember if you misspelled potato, it would fuck with your political career.
Yeah.
This
is a level of stupidity far beyond that. And I don't even get on Dan Quayle's case for that was like so unfair.
Yeah. I'm so pissed about the Murphy Brown thing.
Well,
she can have a baby however she wants. You leave her alone.
You know that he was talking about, I forget if he was talking about the American Revolution or the Civil War, but again, he just like pulled shit out of his ass, and he talked about like attacking like the airfields, and it was like,
airfields of the Civil War or the American Revolution.
I
Yeah.
don't remember which he was talking about, but it doesn't
Jeez
matter.
Christ.
Like there was no
yeah.
at a time when there were no planes.
Fucking A.
Because he just talks out his ass, but he legitimately does not know.
It's not even. You know what gets me upset? It's not even the stupidity of it. It's in this context. It's the fact that World War II was ended because America dropped a bomb on Nagasaki and a bomb on Hiroshima.
Arguably, that war was already over prior to that.
Yeah.
They really wanted to test those bombs and show the world while Europe was in shambles.
Yeah.
Let's do this on top of all that.
Yeah, this
and we're the new big dog.
Yeah.
Like that was like the United States officially becoming like the superpower.
Yes.
It was like we came into World War II, we helped win this thing, and we've got this. Nobody else has it. And there was a lot of prosperity after that.
Yeah, but it was really fucking fucked up.
Yeah, of course.
But like you're like make America great, keep America great, America, America, America. Like my dude, like you're claiming the war was over because people were sick, not because we helped fucking win that war. Like are you really that? That's what pisses me off. Like the people
and you're
still
off by,
are in for this.
And you're
off by like how many fucking years?
Decades.
30 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of control. Out of control.
It blows.
It's not even the stupidity. It's the fact that you're not even giving the country that elected you the proper credit for helping to win a war. You're saying like, it was the Spanish flu. Like you're fucking miserable.
When you talk about debates let's put the pandemic aside, because I don't even know what debates would look like right now. But if you could just have a I don't even want to see him debate another candidate. I want to see someone who just became a citizen.
Yeah.
And passed the test that you have to take to become a citizen.
Yeah.
I want to see Trump answer those same questions.
I want to see him answer a first grade social studies test.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
But I will say this, man, to plug something else. So this past, you ever watch John Oliver on HBO?
Not too much. Here and there.
Check out the episode he just put up. So that would have been Sunday, August 9th.
Okay.
The main part of it is how history is taught in this country, and specifically how it's different in the South. And they start pulling out history textbooks and sharing what's in there. And
is it all like Brer Rabbit?
Well, you'll realize it's a lot. I mean, there's one passage in there where it was like, many slaves took pride in their work and wanted to do a good job, while others were extremely lazy and difficult and blah blah. Like things like passages like that. Yeah, and they show like a black woman today. Her response, I'm not sure who she was, but she goes, I wonder what kind of slave I would have been. Like she goes like that. Well, she says it as like a joke, like sarcastically, because then she's like, do you ever think that maybe they were lazy because they didn't want to work for free?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just trying to break that down. But some of the people that we're fighting against online, we're getting into these fucking stupid debates, people showing up for rallies and everything. My wife says it again and again and again. The biggest problem in this country, there's a real education problem.
Yeah, man.
And if a certain picture was painted for you as a kid, you're now an adult getting really mad at Black Lives Matter because you weren't told the whole story. And I am continuing to learn about atrocities and things that were done to keep black people down in this country that I was not aware of. Black History Month, and I don't know who to blame for this, because I think Black History Month was definitely a thing that was, you were telling Black history, but it was mostly positive stories. And it's this idea of like, you go from like slavery
when I was a
to the
kid,
Civil War to the Civil Rights Movement, and then like now everything's okay.
Dude, it was when I was a kid, Black History Month in school was all like George Washington Carver.
We all know
Peanuts.
where peanut butter
Like,
came
that's
from.
it. That's all you would get.
But we don't know about, like, we don't really hear about how many people were actually killed by the KKK.
No, you don't hear about, like,
much was...
Tulsa, Oklahoma. and
Yes.
all that. Like,
That's new. Most people learned
that
about
watching fucking Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Which was amazing. Did you watch Watchmen?
No, I need to.
You need
But
to.
I know that it
Watchmen
happened.
was fucking
But it's
great,
disgusting
dude.
that we, now I'm sitting here with you, and it's like now we're in our 40s, learning that story because HBO put it in a nerdy thing,
Yeah.
and people reacted to it. But like there's a real education problem here. So you almost, it actually helps me a little bit when I'm talking to somebody, realizing not everybody is as hateful as you think.
They're just ignorant.
If misinformed, and then to try to challenge things that people were taught early on is really, really hard. If someone has all the information and they still choose to be hateful, that's when I start to judge somebody as a bad person. But I think a lot of people are just really, really misinformed by the powers that be. Look, somebody's always got to be at the bottom. All right, yeah, there was slavery, but there's still always going to be a lower class. There's going to be immigrant workers. There's going to be... I'm sorry, your comfort as an American on some level is
It's on somebody's back.
It's on somebody's back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But when you have billionaires at the top, and this is where socialist ideas come, and remember, we're talking about democratic socialism, right? Where you still want a democracy, you still want to vote for your leaders, nobody wants a dictatorship. It's just kind of saying that, like, capitalism, the American experiment has failed.
Yeah. Well, it's evident. It's, we should push some more time on the clock. It's evident with the whole COVID thing, the fucking stimulus check that they gave us, and they're like,
here you go.
And then they still can't fucking settle on a new one. Meanwhile, billions, hundreds of billions of dollars we're giving to fucking corporations. But us, the citizens, we got $1,200 like fucking 4 months ago. Like, here, good luck. Like, fuck out of here.
You could save the banks. You could, and this is going back to even when Obama came in. You can help the banks. You can help the automotive industry. But if you own a comedy club right now,
oh, you're fucked.
You're on your fucking own. Hopefully you have a parking lot and enough lumber where you can build a stage and people actually want to come out, because no one's helping you. Not really.
Nope.
Hopefully enough people, when they realize that their current situation is bad. I don't care where you fall, man. When things are this bad and there's an election coming up, I think you would vote for something different, because whatever we're doing doesn't work.
I think that's what a lot of people who voted for Trump thought, was I'm going to do something different, shake it up.
Sure.
But he was just another douche. You know what?
And that's why Bernie would have been the better candidate, because Hillary was more the same. My who is a Republican, voted for Trump, said to me if Bernie ran, he would have considered it, because he wanted to change things up. And at least if it was that guy seemed to also be different, but kind of know what he was doing. But he just wasn't going to vote Hillary.
I might get in trouble for saying this, but I don't think any of us should vote. I think we should go and fucking rip people out of their houses and fuck their wives. These politicians.
Oh, the politicians.
Yeah, I want to fuck
Not
Mitch
just people.
McConnell's wife.
You said people.
Yeah, people. Everybody.
Oh, Mitch
Anybody's
McConnell.
wife. I want to fuck Mitch McConnell's wife and make him cry.
Mitch McConnell. This guy who represents just a bunch of mouth breathers, man. Like, it has such an effect on everything.
Yeah. It's sad.
He needs to... I don't know, man. We've talked about this a bit.
Burn it all down. Listeners, I'm urging you. I'm not speaking for the show. I'm not speaking for John. I personally urge you to not vote in November. Burn down a politician's home.
You got to vote.
No, don't vote. Burn down
a politician's home. You burn down Sean Hannity's houses. There's like 1,000.
all of them. I don't care what fucking side
No,
they're
the
on.
people with the
Burn 'em
influence, the
all.
Sean Hannitys, the Tucker Carlsons, the
What, you like? Another one's not going to appear.
But
There's not a Sean Hannity Jr. waiting in the wings.
it takes a while.
You know?
It takes a while.
SHAWN Hannity. No, there's always one waiting in the wing. Fucking burn them all down.
If Trump wins again,
Murder their children. Fuck their wives. Put their head on a fucking stick. Burn it all down.
Look at you. By the way, this is where we're at, everybody. For people, I've known this guy for a long time, and for the most part, doesn't get that involved with it. It's lesser of two evils. System always worked. Even our least favorite politicians and presidents, it was never this.
Yeah.
That we can't do this again.
I'm a fat guy in a Hawaiian shirt, all riled up out here.
I'm ready to leave.
On the veranda.
I'm ready to leave.
I'm ready to leave too.
If things go, we can't do more of this.
Absolutely not.
We can't do more of this.
Absolutely not.
And I've had the conversation with my wife, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, there was a moment where I said it to her, and I'm sorry if I said this on the podcast already. I don't know if I did, but I was really like, I'm working again right now, but I was like, I'm unemployed. The kids are 3 and 1.
Yeah.
They don't even know what the United States is. You're in education. Yeah. Maybe we leave the United States in search of a better life.
Well, the old saying is love it or leave it. It's like, well, I guess I'm leaving it because I don't fucking love it here no more.
No, and I don't know what I don't know what's going to happen next.
I want my America to be Rocky IV. I want Apollo Creed just like Uncle Sam dancing around. Not what we have now.
Way
I know
more
that led to this, but
yeah. Well, we got.
That's what I want.
We should move on. I don't know if listeners want to hear it, but you know what? We've as a point this season, we're trying to not get into it.
No,
but there's not a day that I don't think about this motherfucker in the White House, and I would like to go back to a time where I vote for a guy, he's qualified, or I lose, and the other side wins. But that guy's also qualified.
He just still does a job.
And then I don't think about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't tweet about it.
He just does a job.
And you hear about the big stuff, and you check in for the State of the Union. You hear what he has to say. And then when it comes time to vote again, you vote. Because you know what? We are following this motherfucker's every move, but we can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, like, knowing about it is just psychological torture.
Listen, listeners, just... You know what to do in November. Track them down, get their addresses. I want you to eat their dogs. I want you to rape their cats. But be friends with the fish.
Hey.
Fish don't deserve it. What do they know?
No, they don't know anything.
But the rest of them, tear them limb from limb.
I hate that our side of this is completely unarmed.
No.
We're unarmed.
No.
Dude, if it comes to the dumbest people in this country are the ones with, like, machine guns.
Yeah, I know.
They are.
Yeah.
If it came down to it, really.
That's why they won't see us coming first, man. You got to get that first move in.
You got to outsmart them.
November, baby.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go pee.
Okay, let's pause it. And we're back. Only 2 seconds went by.
Yeah. I just opened another Blue Point Summer Ale.
Very nice. And I didn't grab another beer. But we're wrapping this episode up soon.
Yeah, that's true.
Want to dedicate it?
No,
you don't want to dedicate it. You want to wish somebody a happy birthday. Actually.
Oh, that's right.
That's what you wanted to do.
Happy birthday. Happy 127th birthday to Little Chub Club member John Hayes. That's right, August 13th. John enjoys fly fishing outside the sewage plant and dressing up like Mimi Bobek from the Drew Carey show to scare the neighborhood children.
But, thankfully, It doesn't scare the fish. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday with a name like Schmuckers.
Well, that was smooth, man.
That was pretty smooth.
We've been planning that for hours.
That's it, man.
Super
It went off
smooth.
exactly as we fucking planned. Look at
Little
that.
Chub. We love the Little Chub Club.
Hey, you guys, thanks. And hey, I know some of our Little Chub Club members have even upped their pledges.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Especially now, in times like these.
Yeah.
There are several members
Yeah.
have increased their pledge amount, and it's
Thank you to
incredibly
the-
generous.
Thank you to the quietest chub.
The quietest chub.
Quietest chub.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You're not telling nobody because you're the
Yeah.
quietest chub.
Most people might not notice, but we
know.
see that. We see that.
Yeah, yeah.
We see that quiet little chub in the corner.
We see that quiet
Nice.
chub. Look at you.
We love you, and thank you. Thank you to everybody. Yeah. Patreon.com/SuperLiveAdventure if you want to check it out. A lot of people tell us we're dumb for having membership start at $1, but we want it to be available to everybody.
We're a family.
That's the lowest amount that we can offer, and we'd love to have you be a part of the whole thing because, God, I love the whole group.
That's it. Some family, you go and visit them. They got a big house, a nice pool, a whole yard, everything. And some family sleeps on your couch, but you're still family.
Yeah.
And you're still always welcome here.
Yes. Speaking of the Chub Club, I'm excited about this. I haven't heard this. You haven't heard this yet, but we have a voicemail here, and I can see that it's from Little Chub Club member, good friend of the show, past guest of the show, Ed O'Hare.
Frequent
Lil
movie
Eddie.
reviewer, Little Eddie.
Frequent movie reviewer.
Oh, man, this is his...
Times like these, man. I know this guy lives in movie theaters.
Not no more.
Yeah.
Unless he just wouldn't leave. He's like, I'm not leaving.
Well, let's see what
This is his
Lil
debut on the second season.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
We heard, yeah. Well, let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, it's Little Eddie. I know it's been a while. I'm glad you guys are back. I haven't seen any movies lately
Oh.
because I don't want to pay for movies on demand because I want to support movie theaters and I don't want them to go away.
I hear you. I do.
But I'm getting worried. Stargirl and Doom Patrol are going away soon, and I'm afraid I might be running out of Bob Ross videos soon. So just tell me it's going to be okay.
It'll be all right.
Please just tell me it's going to be okay. All right, I'll see you later.
Oh, Little Eddie.
Oh.
It'll be all right, bud. I wish I could give him a hug. I love that guy.
I know. I wish I could hug you too, man. Not only do I want to go to a theater, but my son now, who's like 3.5, he's never been to a movie theater, and this is like a fun age to like go do that for the first time.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
And we haven't been able to do that, and that kills me.
Yeah, man. That's fucking lame. Ugh.
Well,
yeah.
I would you spend a lot of money on movies.
Yeah.
Figure out how much you would have spent over the last 5 months that you didn't, and offer a movie theater that much money for a private screening.
That's a good idea.
And you spend the same amount as you would have.
Yeah.
And you get in there all to yourself, and you support that theater as much as you would have,
Yeah.
but safely. That's my advice.
I like it.
It's not bad.
What if I could rent out a theater?
Yeah.
Just myself, but like 100 Gremlin puppets.
Yes.
All in the theater.
I mean, you'd have to convince the manager that you weren't going to shred the screen.
I'd become animated for a second and rip the screen.
It's all silhouette.
Yeah. jumping around.
It's all just hand puppet gremlins.
I guess I'd have to, sign that contract to make this happen.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
Well, I'd go.
Yeah. Oh, you're invited.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't invite anybody else.
Yeah.
That's all.
You're gonna gremlin in the front eating all the candy. That candy gremlin.
I would be. That's a good gremlin.
A candy gremlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With 3D glasses, even when the movie's not 3D.
A popcorn bucket on his head with his ears sticking out. What a fun time with that gang. You kidding me?
It's the right move. If you're gonna be a gremlin, live in a movie theater.
Live in the movie theater.
The best stuff to eat. Scare the hell out of people.
Yeah. Pop up under a seat.
No windows. Oh, I just thought of Gremlins 3. Vegas. Gremlins go to Vegas.
Oh, Vegas would be. Well,
That's a good. It's a lot of like windowless casinos and like fountains and
it's
stuff.
just that, yeah.
Yeah. Gremlins in Vegas.
Everything's
would be,
open all night.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, I'm down.
That'd
with
be
that.
cool. That's next level. All right. Let's go write it. We can't. Let's stop podcasting
All
and
right,
go write
listen.
Gremlins 3. Gremlins take Vegas.
Gremlins take Vegas. Gremlins play craps.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know there's gonna be an Elvis Gremlin.
Oh, there's
There's
definitely
gonna be a Carrot Top Gremlin.
there's a Siegfried and Roy Gremlins.
I want a Siegfried and Roy Gremlins, and like whoever, like Gizmo lets a tiger out of a cage
Yeah.
and takes them
He
out.
just mauls this thing's throat, like drags it away.
Oh please!
Yeah,
This is a good one.
this is a good Gremlins movie.
This is a good Gremlins movie. It writes itself.
This is the best.
Oh man!
Yeah,
All right,
I wanted a slot machine to show like 3 Gremlins. That's what it rolls on. They all just start pouring out of it, like
Yeah. And a gremlin's head comes out with it. Like old lady goes to get the coins, and a gremlin's head comes out and bites her hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, definitely has to. Gremlins just like the cocktail waitresses walking around doing the whole thing. They just
There's a lot of dirty. There's like prostitute gremlins.
there's hooker gremlins.
hooker gremlins.
The Gremlin Ranch. If you're ever in Vegas, you gotta visit the Gremlin Ranch.
We don't know how to describe this podcast. It's pretty much politics and puppet fucking.
It's like a visit to the
The amount
Gremlin
of
Ranch.
the Gremlin Ranch. Anything goes at the Gremlin Ranch.
What happens at the Gremlin Ranch stays in the Gremlin Ranch, bruh.
You take that. What's the chair that lift that takes you up the stairs when you go in?
Those like the acorn.
You take-
Zzz, Sips you up. You even knock that paint off the wall. Zzz. Oh shit!
That's funny. First, you pick. There's a bunch of mogwai hanging around. You pick your favorite. You bring it up to a room.
You feed
That you
it?
get. They bring like it's room service comes with food at midnight. You feed it,
Yeah.
and then you just fuck a gremlin all night.
You
And in the
edge-
morning-
you edge until that egg hatches.
In the morning, the curtains automatically open, and the thing just melts
dies,
next to you.
yeah. They all look like the girl Gremlin.
And that's a hell of a business model.
Yeah, dead in the morning.
Dead in the morning. Guaranteed dead in the morning. Will you-
Oh, this is a great idea, actually. This is $1 billion idea.
Well, that's where the outbreak occurs. They've got it under control. They think they've got it down at the Gremlin Ranch.
Yeah.
But something goes down. The curtains get stuck.
Oh.
And
yeah,
those-
the power goes out on the whole Vegas Strip.
yeah.
And the Gremlin Ranch, it's like permanent night in there. It's getting wild. Oh,
That's pretty great. And then once they get out into Vegas,
Yeah.
Gremlins loose in Vegas. Would a gremlin be happier anywhere else?
No.
It's a gremlin paradise.
Oh, it's a lot of gremlins. It's a gremlin paradise. That was a hit in 1994 by Coolio for some of our younger listeners. Oh, good golly.
This is brilliant.
Yeah, man.
I know we're having fun right now, but I'm also like,
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad
I think
idea.
we should pitch Gremlins 3. High stakes.
dude, one of those like those fountain like shows set to music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's like
It's shooting multiplying gremlins.
yeah, like a gremlin falls in that, and there's like
Yeah.
tourists standing around, and there's lights, and they're cheering, but they're all like starting to like swim
Yeah.
over and bubble out, and oh
They're
my,
blasting out with the water cannons, like gremlins flying through the air.
it's fucking great.
Yeah,
I love everything about it.
$1 billion idea.
Yeah.
$8 billion idea.
Who do we call?
Ghostbusters. Get rid of all these gremlins.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Never leaves. It's because it's buried there. It's dead. Gremlins last bite. Like it has to have like a bad.
Okay, how about this?
What's a good Vegas name for a bad Gremlin movie?
Oh,
Mary said there's Gremlins High Stakes.
Viva los Gremlins.
Yes.
Well, what was Gremlins 2 was
The new batch.
the new batch.
Gremlins Ranch, the new snatch.
Well, now it's just the porn parody.
Oh, Gremlins book parody. Still starring Corey Feldman.
I'm in all these movies, man.
Corey
I don't care. I'm still dressing like Michael Jackson. I'm 47 years old.
Oh my god. He was in Toxic Avenger 4. That's my connection. I have a direct connection to him. He was in a movie I wrote
You got
for.
the direct connect to the Feld.
Yes.
Man.
That I wrote. I had an additional material credit the Corey Feldman movie. Ron Jeremy was in it too, and
dude.
Hank the Angry
You don't want to
Dwarf.
say that name, Ron Jeremy. I want a petition to get him removed from Ghostbusters. He's like, he got convicted for a bunch of rape.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, no good.
Oh, you think you know a guy?
Well, guys, speaking of porn, we gotta go home. Bye. No, we're actually gonna I'm gonna stick around here in the Jersey wing on the veranda overlooking Slapville.
And I have nowhere else to go.
Yeah. And we're going to record the next episode. We're speaking of porn, actors and porn. I'm going to talk about a bunch of dirty movies I found cleaning the basement. My dad's dirty movies.
I'm excited. I mean, I know that happened, but that's all I know.
I got like 2 pages of titles.
We'll be back in a week. Until then,
Fit it.
where you shit it.